the future of apps is going to be a personalized app for you. If you can paste a prompt into your Claude that perfectly describes you and your user behavior, Claude gives back your behavior described, and the app can just change itself how it's best for you. That's how I think it's going to evolve over the next year. This browser-in environment is only a small part of that.
But the main use is that you give it access to your digital identity, essentially. So it needs to pull, like if you want your app to maybe go to your Twitter and send a DM, it would do that.
That could be something indeed. That could be a use case, but that's not the most valuable, biggest thing. I would never let an agent send tweets for me or send DMs for me. I would let it draft it, but I would not let it send it. I think like the most annoying part is this finding API keys, setting up Google Console, all of that stuff. Whenever I hate it, that's the task I see myself procrastinating. Right? Like it's like build everything and then it comes back with like, here's 3 to-dos for you. I'm like, fuck, to-dos for me I don't like. Like that's gonna be abstracted away now.
Not gonna lie, that's what Replete saves me a lot of time, like those extra to-dos, because
but it also costs you a lot of money,
stuff
right?
outside the platform, inside the application. But besides the point, I'm trying to think of more of the of useful parts of it, but
it's log in once and have everything in there. You're working in Notion, you're working in Twitter, you're looking at your bookmarks, your agent is looking with you. And then you're saying, like Twitter bookmarks, you have an article open, you're reading through it, you select it, you tell your agent, hey, this is interesting, save it to my brain, right? And it's just looking with you. You're working in Notion within your browser, you're typing your daily briefing or whatever, agent is looking at you, you ask the agent like, hey, is this correct? Hey, have we worked on this before? Link me the documents that we've done before. Boom, agent brings it to you because it sees what you're doing. That's, I think, like the main use case. You literally have a sidekick next to you, looking at you, at your browser use, and helping you to be like all the information that you've consumed, somehow bringing it to you whenever you need it.
Yeah, they basically just put Atlas inside of Codex, right?
Yeah.
I do think that people generally want to separate their kind of personal consumption to like their working consumption, right? You don't want like the blue bubble, the iMessage to also be where you're, texting about like coworkers and all. Like you might want to keep that separate, whether that's in Slack or somewhere like that. So, the next breakthrough to me feels like something where these browsers are able to really analyze your behavior. Like down to the click, down to the scroll, down to all of these things, and understand how you interact with pages, how you scroll through Twitter, what types of accounts you interact with, and all of that. Until there's like a new model, I don't know if the LLMs are the right model for it. It might be some sort of vision model that's combined with like some sort of LLM, but to me that's like the next breakthrough that's needed for us to really be able to crack the whole computer use, browser use, because I know that they're getting better and it seems like they're getting faster, but they're still not up to par where like I don't know anybody who's like really using browsers with Codex or with these people to like actually do tasks.
Not yet.
I know. And is it just a speed thing or is there something else?
I mean, how many times a day do you copy paste something or take a screenshot in a browser that you then send to your agent because you want feedback on it or you want more information on it, or you send a tweet to Grok and you say explain me this? What if you don't need to do that copy paste step or screenshot step and you can just say, and you just have the agent looking with you and then, right?
Yeah, exactly. And so that awareness, that understanding of what you're doing, you need to have like a deep understanding of what every click is needed for, and why am I copy and pasting this? The model basically needs to analyze every single thing you're doing. I don't know if these LLMs, as they're built, are good at that, right? That type of like.
I like this.
Well,
interesting.
Yeah.
I like this because what you're saying now, like for example, imagine that you have the LLM and you have the browser, and you tell the LLM, register what I'm going to do now so we can turn this into a workflow. And then while executing this workflow, you'd also describe it by saying it. Then the LLM can actually register exactly what clicks are being done and why it's being done. And then you do it once, and then you have the workflow built.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That would be awesome to have.
It would be awesome. Is there a lot of nuance there, or maybe there's not? Maybe it's just down to like analyzing every single click.
Right?
Yeah. I don't know. I think that was what Clicky, Rick, you and I a couple weeks ago with Matt were looking at Clicky, and they were kind of trying to accomplish that of analyzing. And I would love to know how much data Atlas and ChatGPT or all of these like browsers are really collecting on the usage, because I think you need to have a deep understanding of how you interact with the computer to really be able to repeat that task consistently in a more holistic way, right? Yeah, sure, it can copy and paste things once, but like, how will it be able to analyze your screen and see, oh yeah, I know where this is going. We're going to copy and paste this for you. Like, a little banner comes up and says, I see what you're trying to do. Let's just speed this up. We can save you a minute right now by copy and pasting all this stuff in for you really quickly. Like that type of proactivity instead of just reactivity, that's where we need to go for these agents to really be able to help me while I'm browsing the internet.
But I think that's also where the tools are heading, right? The tools that we are using are not ready for that yet, but soon enough we can plug in an API key and the agents can actually do the steps for us. Like buffer scheduling of the clips, for example. Yesterday I opened Buffer and I get the pop-up that I can now link an agent with an API. So from now on I don't have to manually upload our clips anymore. Now it's actually Claude that's going to be doing this. So like it's the tools that are improving as well to then allow our agents to execute tasks. And I think it's a bit like it has to come from both sides. Tools have to improve, agents improving, and we're getting there. We're getting close.